Okay, so I'd like to take a minute to make a quick video here. I don't know actually how long it's going to be, but Grandpa died on Tuesday. I made that video. And you may have noticed that I haven't really been posting for about a week, other than maybe some random little shorts here and there just to put something up. So about 10 days ago, we started hearing that Grandpa was just sleeping all the time. He was just taking his pain meds. He was having XYZ problem, and hospice was starting to come daily with the registered nurse. And what we had heard was that when that happens, that means the end is near. And unfortunately, that was accurate, but we also knew. But because of that, I have had to deal with a lot of stuff. I've been at my grandparents' house 4 or 5 of the 6 days. More than half of the time I'd been at the grandparents' house handling that. And a lot of it was spent sitting in Grandpa's room because I thought that he would maybe want someone there when he passed. I was wrong. He ended up passing when nobody was in the room. Hospice actually told us that we should, once he stopped swallowing his medication, which I believe happened on Sunday. Uh, yeah, Sunday. Hospice said only one person in the room at a time, make it really quiet, all that, and we did. And what had happened on Saturday was no, Sunday, it was Sunday. My mom had texted me and said, "Hey, is there a chance that Grandpa's holding on because he hasn't heard your brother or seen your brother?" And I said, it's possible. And I'm not 100% sure, but you should maybe look into that. And then I told my brother to call mom. So brother calls mom and ends up at grandma's house, and ends up in the house talking to grandpa. And grandpa kind of smiles and whatnot. This is just secondhand heard from mom, and I'm starting to think, it's gonna happen soon. That's what I started thinking, and I'm like, I don't really want to deal with that, but I know I'm gonna. So I'm just like thinking, and I stayed home to watch the Bills game on Sunday, um, like at 8 o'clock. So I was home when that happened. I was actually dog sitting that day. So I watched the Bills game, and that was a thing. And then Monday and Tuesday, I work Uber. Um, Whatever, just made some money. Tuesday, I go out early, like 5 a.m., 6 a.m., and I get a bunch of texts from mom and it comes up on like the the little touch screen because I'm using Apple CarPlay for Uber so that I don't have to use my phone and just be hands free. And I just keep getting a bunch of texts from mom, and I keep ignoring it because I have a passenger. And then mom keeps calling me, and I'm like, oh no. There's one of two things that happened, and one of them is grandpa died, or the other one is mom's surgeon called and said you need to come immediately because mom had a surgery 2 weeks ago, and her follow-up appointment was the next day. And I was like, the likelihood that it's option two at 8:01 a.m. is pretty damn low, like almost impossibly low. So I drop the passenger off. I go in. I cancel the next ride. I just put personal issue because obviously I'm having a personal issue, and I'm like, I don't really care about the numbers right here. I'm having a bigger issue. So I call mom back. Mom's like, you got anybody in the car? I'm like, no. What happened? And she's crying, so I kind of know what happened. She's like, Grandpa passed. It happened sometime in the last half hour. Um, they're coming to get the body. Can you go get your brother from work? So I go pick my brother up. Um, we drive to grandma's house, but we had to go 5 miles out of the way because people crashed in front of us and blocked the intersection, which was not great at all. But yeah, so we get there. Mom's there, my aunts and uncles are there, my cousins are there, their significant others are there, everybody's there. We also have the hospice priest as well as the hospice social worker there. They're mostly spending time talking to grandma, because grandma's sitting with the body because obviously they'd been married for 54 years, so it was a whole thing. And with that, I go in, I see the body, I'm like, okay, it's real, it happened. My brother goes in, sees the body, same thing. I take my brother home. Then my dad goes there um, to talk to mom, and he's like, okay. Then when I finally talked to my dad, he's like, yeah, they came and got the body at almost 3 o'clock. And my brother and I had left because we were told that the body was going to be gone at 11, and there would be too many people there, and I was parked in the driveway, and it was a whole thing. So we just left. And yeah. and it was very, very stressful for that. And then on Wednesday, or well, no, Tuesday night, I find out that the funeral's going to be Thursday. So I go ahead and work Wednesday, and I work a little bit Thursday, about 2 hours on Thursday. Nothing big on Thursday. I work, then I go for a little bit of a joyride down the highway because I'm like, I need to clear my head, show up to the funeral, and then all that. The service was beautiful. Yes, I'm not Catholic. I was raised Catholic, but I understand that the service was there for everyone, and I appreciate that the priest was able to be there for us and everybody in the family. Today he's being interred, which means putting him into the gravesite. I'm not going to that. I don't feel the need to be there when he is being put into a hole in the ground. It's just going to be actually no, he's being put in the mausoleum. I actually have a worry because he's going on the top shelf of the mausoleum that he's going to fall, and I don't want to see that. I also don't want to see Grandma's emotions, and it's just the whole thing. It has been tough. I am working back on getting into content creation. Um, I have been so last night for the Mariners game, I did not watch fully. What I did was I put it on MLB TV, turned the lights off, sat down, had the volume where I could hear it, and slept. I fell asleep. I did not see Harry Ford's walk off. That's fine. I can make a video about it either. I saw it in the morning. But yeah, it's been a really stressful couple of weeks. And then, unfortunately, just due to the way Grandma's been acting, I'm worried that something's going to happen with her. And I really don't want to deal with that. But yeah, she's not been doing very well.
For joining me for this video. Remember, if you like the video, like the video. Don't forget to subscribe, comment, share, and ring that bell if you want to get notified every time a new video goes live. I publish multiple videos a day. Thank you for taking a moment to watch this video today. You can follow me at my other socials. You're going to follow me on TikTok at Sammy5436. You can follow me on Instagram at Sammy5436 or at Samantha P54361. You can follow me on Patreon or other paid platforms at Sammy5436, including Ko-Fi and one where that's a little bit less safe for work. Patreon members will get Mariners recaps approximately 12 hours before others, as well as access to some YouTube videos earlier than here. I'm generally going to try to make one YouTube video a week available early by a week on Patreon. I haven't decided what, and that will start next week. You can support me on Patreon for $1 a month. Coffee is also $1 a month. My other platform is $6.99 a month. And you can also follow me on most other platforms at Sammy5436. You can also email me at SamanthaPond5436 at outlook.com. Thank you.